Madridistas, this was a day I was so much looking forward to. My expectations for this day, for this season, are sky high. And here's the thing that I think I need to be remembering. I think all of us Madridistas need to be remembering too, is expectations lead to resentment. It's a resentment waiting to happen. Because when you are expecting something to anything less than that, you're going to be resenting people. You're going to be resenting players. You're going to be resenting the club. And you're just going to be pissed. Setting no expectations is probably the better way to do it too, but unfortunately, I can't help myself. You can't help yourself too. And realistically, should we be helping ourselves? Should we be limiting our expectations for this club? I don't think so. And that is why when Real Madrid only wins the game 1-0 today, I am overall just kind of left disappointed. Too. And I think it leaves a lot of questions yet to be determined by Xabi Alonso. I do think that we saw some positives today that I will be talking about too. But let's just talk about the game, give you my thoughts on the game too, my man of the match, and kind of where I want to see Real Madrid moving forward. Guys, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, like the video for the Real Madrid win, because here's the thing. Let's talk positives right off the bat. We won the game today. Atletico Madrid, those guys just down the road from us, did not get the 3 points over the weekend too. And I know some of you in the instant reaction were saying this was the worst start of a La Liga season that you can ever remember. Here's the thing. I remember the game last year. I was making videos last year too when we drew 1-1 against Mallorca, and man, it went downhill from there. It really was just not good. And maybe it was a sign of things to come, but I still am happy that we got the 3 points today. Now, where can we improve from this, right? Tons of areas we can improve. And I really think you can improve with the starting 11 that we actually got to see today. Starting 11 today that I predicted. It's never my prediction, guys. It's what I want to be seeing for Real Madrid. It's not exactly what Xabi Alonso is going to be doing. Something always a little bit different. Because Xabi Alonso, he doesn't fully agree with me. Xabi Alonso today, this is starting 11. Vini Jr, Kylian Mbappe, Brahim Diaz over Rodrigo. That's a choice. Arda Güler, Tchouaméni, Fede Valverde, Alvaro Carreras, Dean Howson, Militao, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then, of course, Thibaut Courtois in the back. Now, here's the thing. Let's talk positives, too. I try to be as positive as possible on this channel. I thought Kylian Mbappe and Dean Howson were absolutely fantastic today. Kylian Mbappe, in my opinion, is the best player in the world. He's not going to be winning the Ballon d'Or. He's not going to be winning he might not even be winning the La Liga Player of the Year. You know what I mean? He might not be winning that if Real Madrid is not winning when we need to be winning, and winning convincingly too. But the positives with both those players today, Dean Howson, in my opinion, looks like the best center back in La Liga already. And he has the possibility, at only 20 years old, to be the best center back in the world. I really believe that too. The kid's only 20. He does have a fantastic frame. Add a little bit more muscle. But what you can't be teaching is what's up here. This guy is fantastically smart. He is so smart out there. He is so decisive with the ball, and he seems to be always in the right place at the right time with a hell of a long shot too. I wanted that one to be going in today. It just didn't happen. Now, starting off this game, I thought it was a little interesting how Real Madrid was doing. I thought at the beginning of this game, we were pretty fluid out there. Fede Valverde was making runs into the box. Arda Güler was making runs into the box. And realistically, when we talk about this game, when we talk about Real Madrid needing to do this, this was a player that we were missing today. There was a big player that we're missing today, and that's Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is watching this game from the rafters up there. He is watching this game, and that making those runs into the box is something that goes kind of unnoticed, I think, by Madridistas out there too. Because what it allows to actually happen, it allows Vini to get in behind and maybe make some passes into the box. It allows Kylian Mbappe to get in behind and make some passes into the box, and it brings away defenders from sitting in that low block. And it actually makes really the life difficult for Osasuna when they have to be constantly worrying about who's going to be making runs into the box. We were doing that early in this game, but after that, it kind of went out the window, in my opinion. And it's just, we really missed Jude Bellingham out there, in my opinion. But the thing I want to be talking about, too, is why is this ever possible? Why is it possible that a Dean Howson, a center back, an Eder Militao, a center back, Alvaro Carreras, all those players that I just mentioned out there had more shots in this game than Vini Jr. and Brahim Diaz combined. Each of those players individually had more shots than both of them combined. Because here's the thing, I have to rant a little about Vini. I just have to. I can't help myself. Vini Jr. has not been good since the Ballon d'Or controversy that he dealt with last year. He hasn't been good. And I don't hate Vini Jr., anything like that. But he has to be better. He took one shot into this game. And the thing I noted too, when I was watching this game, I said, why the hell is Alvaro Carreras able to cut in from the left wing and get a shot Why is that possible that the left back is doing that more than Vinicius Jr., who we were calling the best player in the world last season for Real Madrid? He should have been winning the Ballon d'Or. He won the FIFA Club Best Player in the World, whatever the hell that trophy is. He won that last year. This is a guy who doesn't even shoot the ball more than twice in a game. He doesn't shoot the ball more than twice in a game anymore. It is crazy to me that he is the fall from grace that Vini Jr. has had is insane. It needs to be studied too. Sometimes you see this happen with certain players. You see it and you're like, what is happening? I don't understand it from Vini. In my opinion, and moving forward, I've seen enough from Vini Jr. in 2025 that I want him coming off the bench. I don't understand exactly what the deal is with Rodrigo. Let's just talk about Rodrigo too. Rodrigo doesn't see any minutes today at all. Nothing. Not a zip, zero. He saw the exact same. I might have had a better chance of getting into this game than Rodrigo did. That's how crazy this game is for Rodrigo. I feel terrible for the guy, but I'd way rather be seeing Rodrigo coming on the left wing. Honestly, I'd rather be seeing Gonzalo Garcia getting a start over Vini Jr. at this point. That's where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at right now with this Real Madrid team and with Vini Jr. in particular. I have no trust in the guy anymore. 7.5 I think is a terrible rating. I don't even know how they gave him that. I guess you get abused with the passes and stuff like that. He had one pass that was decent, 2 chances created. He just doesn't offer a lot to. And we're talking about somebody else who doesn't offer a lot. I didn't think Brahim Diaz was even out there today. I really didn't. Brahim Diaz, I don't think... Did you guys even notice he was out there? Did you kind of forget he was out there too? Sure, he had 100% passes completed. What was it, 26 of 26? When it's sideways, backwards, shout out to Dave for that. Yeah, it's just whatever. He just doesn't offer a lot. And in my opinion, Kylian Mbappe and Dean Housen were clearly the best 2 players out there for Real Madrid today. We do eventually win the penalty in this game, and it's all thanks to Kylian Mbappe. It's a correct call. Barcelona fans, do not be complaining about this. This is the correct call. One of the Osasuna players goes down with Kylian Mbappe after Kylian Mbappe leaves the ball and he's coming back to the ball, gets taken out. It is what it is. Penalty for Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe puts it into the back of the net. And I thought Kylian Mbappe today was fantastic. In my opinion, again, best player in the world. In my opinion, he had 8 dribbles in this match. He won 11 duels. And this guy, he looks like a threat. He looks like a fantastic player. And I have such high expectations. Should I? I worry about it. I worry about myself sometimes with that. I have huge expectations for Kylian Mbappe. I think he's going to have a fantastic year for Real Madrid. But for him to have a fantastic year, we need players around him to be better. We need players to be a little more dangerous out there too. And when we're talking about some players that need to be a little more dangerous, let's talk about one of the new signings out there. And I am not talking about Alvaro Carreras. I am talking about the guy that some of us have called before the best right back in the world, and that is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Here's the thing. I've said it time and time again. I said, if you go back and watch my video, when Trent got announced and when I said breaking news, Trent is coming to Real Madrid, here we go. I said it there. I will say it again. I've always thought Reece James, when fit, is a better right back than him. I've always thought that. I will continue thinking that too. Trent Alexander-Arnold in this game, I don't know. The best thing about Trent is the passes into the box, the long balls across, the stuff like that. And right now, this Real Madrid team, the way that we're actually operating, Trent's not doing that. And here's the thing. Trent defensively is awful. He just is. We have to call it for what it is. We might look at the stats and stuff and say, well, he hasn't allowed a goal. He doesn't get dribble past that much. He's not good. He doesn't know exactly where to be positionally. And he just kind of gets lost in the sauce a little too much for me too. The fact that Danny Carvajal, a guy who's coming off of an ACL, a PCL, an MCL, every other L injury that you can actually have, looks better defensively at age 33 than a should be prime, 26-year-old Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's a little worrying to me. I'm not calling exactly for Danny Carvajal to be starting over Trent, but I do like Danny Carvajal actually coming into this game for Real Madrid. Again, it is only a 1-0 victory for Real Madrid today. What can we take away from this game? What do I want to be seeing change from this game now? A couple of positives. I think we need to be talking about somebody who actually made their debut today, and that is Franco Mastantuono. This is a player who just turned 18 just a couple of days ago. And now, granted, it wasn't that most minutes in this game. He came out in the 68th minute, but here's the thing. And this is what I want us to be thinking about more moving forward with Real Madrid. Franco Mastantuono. I'm never going to get that name right. Maybe I will try. I'll try again. Franco, Slim Shady, whatever you want to be calling him, came onto this game and looked way better than Brahim Diaz ever looked in this game. And in my opinion, Franco Mastantuono just turned 18 like 4 days ago. And he literally just joined this Real Madrid team. He hasn't even spent a week. He hasn't spent a week at Real Madrid, and he already looks better than Brahim Diaz. And the fact that this guy is one of the first names off the bench for Xabi Alonso should be telling what we will be seeing from him moving forward. I will tell you guys right now, by December, that guy will be starting for Real Madrid at the right wing position before Jude Bellingham is back. 100%. I will say that right now. Franco looked good out there. I thought he kind of unlocked a couple of things out there with an Arda Güler, who in my opinion did not have a good game out there. Fede Valverde did not have a great game out there either. Tchouaméni had times he had flashes in this game that was good, but nothing fantastic. Franco Masantuono, I do think is going to be a player for Real Madrid moving forward. And the fact that Xabi Alonso put him out there as one of the first subs, I think that's a great thing. Gonzalo Garcia comes on to this game. I do like Gonzalo Garcia coming on. I think we probably could have used him a little earlier. When you were playing with teams who just want to sit back and just kind of, it was I remember Will came into my live stream too. It said it was 6-2-2 that they were playing. And that's honestly what they were doing. And here's the thing for Osasuna, for any of the teams that were playing, a draw is a win for Osasuna. A draw is a win for some of these middle-table teams, these bottom teams. And they're going to make life difficult for Real Madrid. If you bring on a Gonzalo Garcia, somebody who has some height, somebody who is a true striker, somebody who is actually an aerial threat out there, that is not just a defender. It's not a center back, you know what I mean? Like Dean Howson, Militao, stuff like that. It's somebody who can actually sit in the box and make chances happen, create something, get a header, get a goal. I think we might need to be seeing Gonzalo Garcia get some starts moving forward for Real Madrid too. Last player I want to talk about, let's end it on a positive note, is Alvaro Carreras. I thought Alvaro Carreras was good today. I think the link up between him and Kylian Mbappe and Vini Jr. will get better as time goes, but I really liked what I was actually seeing from Alvaro Carreras defensively out there. I think he can get a little bit better when it comes to some of the passes to a Vini Jr. with a Kylian Mbappe, stuff like that. Let them go get the ball, right? Do a through ball, do a long ball to them, and let Kylian Mbappe use their pace and get the ball. Too many times the ball is a direct pass to a Vini Jr., to a Kylian Mbappe, who doesn't allow them to be able to actually do what they do best, and that's run, create chances, create opportunities to, and use that pace as an advantage. I do like what I saw from Alvaro Carreras, but it's to be determined. Here's the thing. Rodrigo needs to be starting, in my opinion, over Vini. I'm at the point with Vini right now. Guys, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to hear from you. I think Franco might be starting a lot more. I'm not sure if he starts this weekend. I would probably start him over Brahim Diaz. I really would. We will see what happens, but there's a lot of things that we need to be getting better at. I will take the positive away that we do get the win today. Atletico Madrid, can't say the same. Chelsea, who just finished the Club World Cup, 0-0 for them too. PSG struggled in their opening game to 1-0. Am I trying to make things sound a little better than they are? Maybe a little bit. Maybe that's just the positivity in me trying to come out. But we need to be better. I am happy with the 3 points. I am happy that we do get the win today, but I'm not satisfied. And I think that's the biggest thing that we need to be taking away from this. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Who is your man of the match? Give it to Kylian Mbappe, in my opinion. Kylian Mbappe, best player in the world. We don't win the game without Kylian Mbappe. Very close second with Dino out there. Dean Howson in this game too. I thought he was very good too. That's my thoughts on the game. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Vent to me. Complain to me. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Hit the like button. Very much appreciate it. Guys, we'll be back with a match preview coming up for the next game for La Liga. Guys, appreciate you all. Love you all. Cheers. Hala Madrid.